Welcome back. I'm Tin. This isn't a tutorial. It's simply me sharing my watercolor journey. Today, painting is a fish beneath the surface of a pond. I've never painted a fish before. Water felt even more intimidating. But I've learned that waiting until I feel ready usually means I never begin. So today, I decided to jump in. We'll see where it takes us. Here, I'm using masking fluid to save the brightest highlights on the fish and a few plants around it. Hopefully, my future self will thank me. Once the masking fluid dried, I started with a wet-on-wet wash. Lately, I've been drawn to animals. First the bee, then the butterfly, now a fish. What caught my attention wasn't just the fish, it was the water. The reflection, the ripple, the plants drifting across the surface. Everything felt calm. Even with all those details, the fish had to stay the focus. Everything else would support it. That became our goal. Before every painting, I ask myself the same question. What am I trying to learn? This time, it was water. How do I paint reflection? How do I suggest what's beneath the surface without painting every detail? That was the challenge. I didn't really know the answer. That's what made this painting worth doing. The fish is a beautiful orange. I wanted to stand out without feeling out of place. The greens of the pond would do most of the work. Like every watercolor, there's a moment when I wonder if I'm about to ruin it. I'm starting to realize that feeling never really disappears. I actually sketched this fish twice, as you can see in the video. It didn't have much movement, so I erased it and started over. The second sketch felt much better. Speaking of calm, it's something that I've been yearning for more and more these days. In my life, every day can be chaotic, whether at work or on my own day-to-day life. I used to be so proud of being able to function productively, efficiently, in chaos. As part of my job, at a workplace where that can be a daily occurrence. And so I built this condition within me to maximize my productivity by doing more. So it ended up not about quality or intention anymore. It's more like doing as many things as possible. Even on my days off where I could be doing many things in the morning and have half the day left, I still feel like I haven't done enough. Or if my day is full of activities and engagement, at the end of the day, I still wanted to do more. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but when it's being felt every day and every weekend, it became tiring. At this stage, I'm mostly trusting the process, even if it doesn't look right yet. I've learned not to judge a painting too early. Almost every painting reached a point where I think I've ruined it. Then, somewhere near the end, it started to come together. So now, I try not to panic. I just keep painting. The underwater plants were another fun challenge. I didn't want to paint every leaf. Just enough suggesting what was happening beneath the surface. Sometimes less really does say more. Around this time, I stopped thinking about painting a fish. Instead, I started thinking about light. The fish wasn't bright because it was orange. It was bright because everything around it was darker and quieter. Sometimes contrast does more than color ever can. I started adding more shadows around the fish. Not to make the pond darker, but to give the fish room to shine. It's interesting how often painting worked that way. Instead of adding more to the subject, sometimes you improve it by improving everything around it. One thing I'm still learning is knowing when to stop. It's easy to keep adding details. Another leaves, another reflection, another brush stroke. But every painting has a point where more isn't actually better. I'm still trying to recognize that moment. This painting reminded me that our eyes don't see every detail. We notice shapes, values, movement. Our brain fills in the rest. Maybe painting works the same way. Maybe we don't need to paint everything. Just enough to let the viewer finish the story. As the layers build up, the fish felt more settled in its environment. It was finally beginning to look like an image I had in my head. Well, close enough. Not quite there, but close enough. There's always a moment when I stop worrying quite so much. The painting starts making its own decisions. Instead of forcing every brushstroke, I begin responding to what's already on the paper. That might be my favorite part of watercolors. You work with it, not against it. I've noticed this happening outside of painting too. The more I slow down, the more I notice. Little moments I probably would have walked past before. Painting hasn't just changed how I paint, it's changed how I see. The final stage is mostly about small adjustment. A little more contrast, a few darker shadows, tiny details that help guide your eyes. I'm trying to be more intentional now. Not every area needs the same amount of attention. The fish should be the first thing you notice. Everything else is there to support it. That's something I'm learning about composition. Sometimes the background is just as important as the subject. Not because it steals attention, but because it's helped direct it. Looking back, this painting wasn't really about painting a fish. It was about painting water, about learning reflection, about finding balance between detail and simplicity, and maybe learning to trust my instinct a little more. There are still plenty of things I'd like to do differently next time. That's true of almost every painting. But instead of seeing those as mistakes, I'm starting to see them as directions. They show me what I should practice next. One of the unexpected gifts of this watercolor journey has been learning to slow down. To notice, to stay curious. Every painting teaches me something. Sometimes it's about colors, sometimes it's about light, and sometimes it's about myself. This fish may not be perfect, but it taught me something new. And honestly, that's becoming my favorite part of painting. Not creating something perfect, but discovering something I didn't know before I started. Thanks for spending a little time with me today. I hope this encouraged you to slow down, to notice the little things, and maybe even creating something of your own. I'll see you in the next one.